Dave, it was hard work out there this evening, but we got the job done ultimately.
Yes, that was probably exactly the way to describe the game, to be honest. A proper cup tie, classic cup tie. It had a bit of everything in it. It had mistakes, it had chances missed. One thing I would say is the atmosphere was fantastic. You know, it had that real feel of a cup tie. With both sets of fans really supporting the club. Massive credit to all the Hibs supporters that came through again, 3,500 or whatever it was, singing from start to finish. Really got us over the line towards the end. But it's very much job done. There's a lot to improvement, and we know that when we look back. But I think when you look at when the draw was made, there's a reason the cameras were here today. Outside our own dressing room and our beliefs, everybody was thinking there was a potential for an upset with how well Ayr were doing as well. So no, it's really massive credit to the players for getting the job done and getting it in the next round.
Yeah, Rocky Bashiri popped up with another late goal. He's getting a bit of a habit of that, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a good habit to get into, certainly. I think, listen, I've praised Rocky a lot recently, and rightly so. He deserves all the credit he's getting, purely because of the level of performance he's put in, but not just that, for how he's behaved and how he's been as a professional when he hasn't played at the start of the season and the challenges he's went through. But you know, he's delivered again tonight, and it was a real strong defensive performance for him as well. And I think he's been a key factor in our turn of results and fortune and performances of late. So full credit to him.
We spoke about character and mentality a lot this season, and certainly the turning point within that. But again, it was another showing today to go and keep going so late on to try and find that winner. But also the way the players showed the right attitude and mentality throughout the game.
Yeah, because I think when you look, as I've already touched on, the magic of the cup, as you would say, and everything that comes with that, the question then would be, can we come down here and make sure we keep our run going? I know Ayr have been on a good run, but that was the challenge to the players. Can we come down here and make sure we get in the next round of the cup? We'd have liked to have done it in a bit more of a convincing manner, but it was never going to be that way. I think we quickly recognised that quite early on in the game, but we found a way to win the game, which is a good habit to get into. And as you've just touched on there, we went right to the very end. We relied on a goalkeeper a couple of times. We've missed a couple of big moments in the game and big chances, so a lot to improve on as well. But from a character point of view, mentality point of view, that was certainly on point tonight and needed to be, and I think that's been a reflection of where we are at the minute and where the group is right now, which is great.
Yeah, and you mentioned the atmosphere around today's game. I think there was over 3,000 Hibs fans that travelled over here to Ayr. They were fantastic again, weren't they?
They really were. You know, I think both sets of fans, to be honest, you know, it was, as I've already touched on, a proper cup tie. All the excitement and hype around the game, Scottish Cup, you know, the magic of that and what comes with that. So I think, delighted for them to be able to go home happy. That was I said in the message yesterday before the game, can we send the Hibs supporters back happy, knowing the support was going to be here. We needed them to be right behind us right for the first minute, and they were, and we're delighted for that and look forward to seeing them next week.
Well done tonight.
Cheers.